feels after a slowly night. Never not some truth I'd like to feel alive. Don't matter, can't party and something straight.
Welcome to Season 2 of the Wrestling Renaissance Rant, and today we'll be going over January's Saturday night main event, as well as the Royal Rumble. Afterwards, I'll be going over some matches I predicted will happen at WrestleMania 41. Please note that I did the predictions prior to the Royal Rumble. Now, on to Saturday night's main event. Women's World Heavyweight Championship match. Rhea Ripley vs. Nia Jax. In a rematch of Elimination Chamber 2024, Jax wasted no time trying to get to her opponent, headbutting Ripley before Lillian Garcia could introduce the champion. Ripley showed off her strength with a powerbomb off Jax. She tried to go for a submission, but it didn't work. Jax tried to go for an annihilator, but the champion wasn't going to let it happen, getting Jax out of the ring and launching herself off the top rope. Jax recovered and did land her finishing move. She didn't go for the pin, instead trying to hit it again. Ripley was able to get Jax off the ropes, and both stars were on the ground. Ripley was the one to get back on her feet first. She landed a kick and executed the Riptide, planting Jax on the mat and getting the pin to retain her title. Rhea wins. Intercontinental Championship match. Braun Breaker vs. Sheamus. Described as an unbelievable athlete by his opponent, Breaker quickly showed his rapid skills with a start that included some big blows. The champion took the challenger out of the ring, and the veteran Sheamus played it smart by getting Breaker over the barricade to slow down his momentum. Sheamus had the upper hand, but it didn't last long after Breaker landed a vicious midair spear that was incredibly timed. With Sheamus having clear pains in the midsection, Breaker went to work on the injured area. Sheamus still fought back, going with the Celtic Cross, and avoided another spear by landing a blow kick. Sheamus went for the pin. As the referee was about to hit 3, the champion's leg was on the rope. Preventing the loss, Sheamus tried to go for another blow kick, but the pain in his midsection was too much. He winced, and Breaker saw the opportunity to land a spear, go for the pin, and retain the title. Braun wins. Contract signing for the ladder match for the undisputed WWE Championship at Royal Rumble. Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens, with Shawn Michaels as the moderator. Whether it was Owens wearing a Cody sucks eggs shirt, or Rhodes eyeing down his rival from the top of the ladder as the crowd did his signature whoa, it was clear the heat is reaching a boiling point. Rhodes signed the contract for the match at Royal Rumble, and Owens was about to before he ranted about Rhodes' claim he takes the easy way out. Owens went on and on about Rhodes before Rhodes told him to stop talking, yelling at him that it's enough. Owens then claimed once he wins next week, he's going to take all the attention away from Rhodes. Michaels butted in and said Owens sounds jealous, angering the challenger even more. Owens then went on a rant directed at the WWE Hall of Famer. Owens finally signed a contract to make the match official. Michaels had a referee take each of the titles to hang above the ring for the upcoming ladder match. Michaels tried to shake both the hands, but Owens went for a cheap shot on the champion. He then tried to execute a package pile driver on a Heartbreak Kid, but Rhodes prevented it with a hit. Furious, Michaels took his jacket off and gave Owens some street chin music to end the scuffle. Braun Strowman vs. Jacob Fatu. In the Battle of Heavyweights, it was Strowman that started off with the blows to Fatu. However, the Samoan werewolf isn't something that stays on for long, and he was doing his usual raw displays of athleticism. Even when Strowman would counter, Fatu wasn't letting his opponent dominate. Strowman did his Strowman Express around the ring and took down Fatu, but when he went to do it again, Fatu got up and threw Strowman on the table. Strowman was clearly rattled, and Fatu went off with numerous hits of Strowman in the corner of the ring. It was so vicious the referee ordered Fatu to stop. Fatu didn't like that, and he threw the referee out of the ring as he continued the assault. The referee stopped the match, with Fatu disqualified. Security came out to stop Fatu, and he used the steel chair on the help that came as Strowman began to bleed from his head. No matter how many people were in the ring, no one could stop Fatu from going off. He launched himself off the top rope onto Strowman. Tama Tonga even came out to try and stop his friend, but it was no use. Fatu ended up doing it 2 more times, and Strowman got medical attention from an unleashed attack. Strowman wins by DQ. World Heavyweight Championship match. Gunther vs. Jey Uso. Gunther has made it clear he has a strong disdain for Uso, and he showed an animosity with a quick attack on the challenger to start the match. The champion, in typical fashion, controlled the first half of the match, even tried a powerbomb for an early win, but it didn't work. Uso got some blows as he tried to fight off the vicious offense from Gunther, and he finally got something when he landed a kick on the champion. Uso decided it was time to go for a pin, which wasn't successful, but that wouldn't be all from the challenger. He landed a big-time powerbomb on the man that loves to use it, and both stars laid in the middle of the ring. When they both got up, Gunther tried the powerbomb, but it was reversed with a spear from Uso. He went for the pin, and Gunther just kicked out. Uso got another spear, climbed the turnbuckle for Uso's splash, and looked prime for the win. However, the crowd was stunned when Gunther kicked out. Uso tried to go for a third spear, and that would be a mistake. Gunther didn't fall for it, landed a powerbomb and did a second one for good measure. The champion got the pin to retain. Gunther wins. Now onto the Royal Rumble. Guys, this is a lot that I wrote down. Hang in there. Even I'm surprised at how much I have to read. I'm only on page 5 out of 12. I'm sorry. Women's Royal Rumble match. Io Sky and Liv Morgan kicked off Even's first match. NXT Alexis Spread, Women's Intercontinental Champion Nia Valkyrie, and Women's United States Champ Chelsea Green next joined the fray. Green celebrated after throwing all her opponents out of the ring. Her victory round was premature. The other 5 women held on, re-entered the ring, and put their boots to the Women's US Champ. B-Fab, Ivy Nile, and Zoe Stark entered at number 6, 7, and 8, respectively. An opportunist Green notched the night's first elimination after chucking an occupied B-Fab over the ropes. The pace quickened once the women's tag team champion Bianca Belair entered at number 10. Belair lined up one opponent in the corner for punches and bat-flipped out of the way once another competitor attempted to intervene. Belair rinsed and repeated the strategy until 4 women were trapped under a barrage of Belair's corner punches. Shayna Belair and Bayley entered number 11 and 12, respectively. Sonya Deville entered at number 13, allowing her Pure Fusion Collective faction of Baszler and Stark to dominate the match. Pure Fusion Collective dominance held strong against Maxine Dupree, who was eliminated after tossing Nia out, but crumbled once Naomi, number 15, entered. The women's tag champions Bayley and Sky eliminated all 3 members of Pure Fusion Collective in seconds. Piper Niven's entry boded well for her ally Green, but an accidental collision caused Niven to eject her teammate from the match. Shortly before her elimination, Green also eliminated Lash Legend. Jordan Grace was the evening's first surprise entrant. The former TNA Knockouts champion was a surprise entrance last year, but recently inked a deal with WWE. The powerhouse hit the match like a wrecking ball, eliminating Parker before picking up and slamming Niven. Grace embraced her former TNA alum, Naomi, which angered Naomi's tag team partner, Belair. The match large ovation went to Alexa Bliss, number 21, who's been absent for 2 years. Bliss locked out to her old theme music with Laura Tyler honoring Bray Wyatt, her ally who died during the hiatus. W kept packing up her sizes late. NXT's Stephanie Van Quer, decorated wrestler in the Mexican and Japanese circuits, entered at number 24, and was followed by WWE Hall of Famer Trish Stratus. Raquel Rodriguez arrived at number 26, changed the match dynamic. The field started thinning as Morgan eliminated Natalia and Bliss with Rodriguez's help. 14-time Women's World Champion Charlotte Flair returned at number 27 after a 13-month layoff and laid everyone out before eliminating Michin and Niven. NXT Women's Champion Guerrilla, don't know, arguably the most acclaimed Japanese women's wrestler upon signing with WWE, landed at number 28. Julia eliminated Grace before a highly anticipated face-off for their career. Their moment was interrupted by main roster stars, leading to an exciting brawl with NXT's Julia, Van Creer, and Perez on one side, and the main roster's Flair, Bayley, and Belair on the other. The pace continued to quicken. The evening's final surprise was former champion Nikki Bella, entering at number 30. Stratus eliminated Lorelei, the latter of whom helped Nia Jax to eliminate Stratus. It was the start of Jax's dominance over the match. Jax consecutively eliminated Sky, Morgan, Belair, Naomi, Vicar, Stratus, Rodriguez, and Bella, most of whom they were fighting on the apron when Jax pounced. The final 3 were Flair, Jax, and Perez. Flair touched Jax before eliminating a spirited Perez to win her second Rumble. WWE packed the last third of the match at the expense of the first 2. Appearances by Bliss, Stratus, Bella, Flair, Vancouver, and Julia sent the friends into a frenzy. The excitement was tamed by a finishing sequence that felt abrupt and lacked drama. Flair wins the Women's Royal Rumble match. WWE Tag Team Championships. #DIY Johnny Gargano and Tommy. WWE Tag Team Championships. #DIY Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa versus Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. 2 out of 3 falls match. #DIY put the challengers on the back foot early by scoring the first fall. Ciampa hit Shelley with a knee trembling minutes into secure the first fall. Later, a spiked tornado DDT had Gargano punched drunk and left him vulnerable for MCMG's Skull and Bones finisher move. The challengers tied things up, prompting the champs to accelerate the pace. #DIY hit a super kick and fairy tale ending, but Shelley broke the pinfall. Sabin also kicked out Project Ciampa backbreaker. MCMG nearly swept their opponents after a powerbomb blockbuster combo, but Ciampa broke the pinfall by barreling into his opponents. MCMG's overwhelming offense put them in a strong position to win before the reels fell off. A masked man, later revealed to be Montez Ford, distracted Shelley and referee while Angel Dawkins bent a crunch around Sabin's back. #DIY isolated Shelley with meat in the middle to score down the final floor. The quality of the in-ring action was never in doubt. Though I'd argue the match was too short to benefit from the stipulation. A leg or a tag team match would have worked just fine. Ending also gives Street Profits interesting edge to explore. #DIY defeats Motor City Machine Guns to retain the titles. Undisputed WWE Championship, Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens, ladder match. A heated brawl between Rhodes and Owens immediately spilled out into the crowd. The rivals seemed allergic to the ropes, only briefly entering the ring before resuming the fray ringside. Owens comically introduced a miniature ladder and thwacked Rhodes with it. He climbed the tiny ladder and tossed it out of the Rhodes in response to the crowd's enthusiasm. Rhodes was the first to touch the belts, but his aspirations put him in a precarious position. Owens removed the ladder under Rhodes, leaving a champion dangling in air. Rhodes' leg covered just enough distance to return to the ladder and climb down. Back on stable ground, Rhodes put Owens through multiple painful spots. He dropped Owens with a snap suplex onto a sprawled ladder. Next, the champ broke a rung off the ladder to beat Owens' live. Most excruciating was the Rhodes backdrop that smashed Owens' spine against the edge of a ladder. The challenger got his vengeance by powerbombing Owens into a flat of a ladder before hitting a fisherman's buster through another ladder. Owens already got the worst of it after his head and neck clacked off the ladder. Sami Zayn entered the fray, building off Owens' previous offer for them to help each other win tonight. Owens got to his feet first, but was caught by a crossroads when antagonizing Rhodes. The champ dragged his opponent onto the announcer's table to punish his rival. A bloodied Owens intercepted Rhodes with a low blow and set up a package power driver on the table. Rhodes found his footing and put a sickening punctuation on the match. Rhodes Alabama slammed Owens through the ladder propped between the ring and table. The table folded in half, and so did Owens as his head went through the rungs. Zayn rushed idly as Rhodes retrieved his belt. Someone needs to give Owens a raise after what he put his body through. An appropriate violent match to conclude his rivalry. Rhodes defeat Owens to retain the title. And now, the ending of the Royal Rumble, the men's Royal Rumble match. The crowd roared their approval as Rey Mysterio and Penta were revealed as the first two entrants. The Luchadors shook hands before exchanging strikes and perilous moments on the apron. Chad Gable added to the technical brilliance in the ring, but his undesirable attitude made him a victim of Mysterio and Penta's creative double-team attack. Carmelo Hayes entered the fray defiantly, planting Hayes with a stunning springboard reverse DDT before assisting Gable with a German suplex. Hayes failed to toss Gable out of the ring, ending with him eating a mighty German suplex after Gable caught him off a springboard. Santos Escobar rubbed the crowd the wrong way by hitting Mysterio with a 609, which Mysterio later threw back at him. Escobar also hit Penta with a beautiful destroyer. Gable nearly tossed all his opponents out of the ring, but he had a quadruple super kick for his overzealousness. Gable continued to make poor decisions. The former Alpha Academy leader picked Otis, number 6, ankle mid-worm, and slapped him. Otis replied with an open hand slap that echoed through the Lucas Oil Stadium. Gable landed a ridiculous German suplex on Otis, but was totally ineffective. Braun Breaker, number 7, hit the ring like a national disaster. The Intercontinental Champion snapped Hayes in half with a spear before effortlessly leaping to the corner for a top rope Frankenstein on Gable. Breaker then eliminated Hayes and Escobar in quick succession. Akira Tozawa drew number 8 spot, but did make it to the ring. Hayes laid him out at the entranceway, forcing Chief Content Officer Paul Levesque to call it audible. Internet star Aisha Speed replaced Tozawa, hilariously clipped with a knockoff Bloodline graphic. Aisha Speed helped Breaker eliminate Otis, and celebrate with an impressive backflip. While Speed was pandering, Breaker started building steam, hitting the rope. Speed turned around into a terrifying full-impact spear. Breaker overhead pressed Speed out of the ring into Otis' raiding arms. Instead of placing Speed down gently, Otis effortlessly tossed Speed over his head onto the announcer's table on the floor. Men's Royal Rumble continued. Sheamus, Jimmy Uso, and Andrade entered number 9, 10, and 11 respectively. Breaker's earlier intensity was rivaled once Jacob Fatu joined in number 12. Fatu landed an impressive double Samoan drop on Mysterio and Penta before eliminating Andrade. Ludwig Kaiser entered number 13, but was eliminated almost immediately by Penta. Demon's next surprise was TNA World Champion Joe Hendry, who received a great reaction from the Indianapolis crowd. Hendry tore through the competition until the next player showed up. Roman Reigns, number 16, the original tribal chief, speared half the field. Reigns and Hendry brief meeting delighted the crowd, but only lasted a few seconds before Reigns tossed him from the match. Then came the meeting few knew they needed. Reigns and Breaker reached into dueling spears, with Breaker shockingly coming out on top. It was a huge moment for Breaker, but short-lived as Reigns tossed Breaker to the floor. Series of eliminations occurred in rapid succession. Reigns eliminated Sheamus and The Miz, as Fatu tossed out Mysterio, Gable, and Jimmy Uso. 3 superstars emerged from the chaos: Reigns, Fatu, and Penta. With Penta laid out, the crowd came unglued. As Reigns and Fatu faced off, the Samoan Werewolf overwhelmed his cousin early in their encounter. By the time Reigns took control, Drew McIntyre, number 17, arrived. McIntyre, seeking vengeance on Reigns, formed a loose alliance with Fatu. Men's Royal Rumble continued. The ring started filling again as Finn Balor and Shinsuke Nakamura entered the ring. Then came Jey Uso at number 20, who had approximately 78,000 fans waving their hands with him. Uso laid out just about everyone, including Fatu. Penta landed a second English story on Fatu amid the chaos, but was soon eliminated by the new Bloodlines enforcer, ending Penta's run at approximately 40 minutes. Jay also eliminated Nakamura during this window. Fatu's reign of terror ended with 5 eliminations after Braun Strowman overpowered him. That's when the hits started rolling. AJ Styles had returned from injury just before Strowman and John Cena entered the final Royal Rumble at number 23. Cena tossed Strowman out before hitting Balor with an attitude adjustment to the floor. Cena and Reigns met for an epic face-to-face that is interrupted by CM Punk, number 24. The audience was on their feet as the 3 superstars stared each other down, but their meeting was cut short. Seth Rollins broke the trend by immediately pummeling on Punk. That left Reigns and Cena scrapped as the action resumed. Dominic Mysterio entered at number 26 and hit Cena with a cheeky frog splash. Dominic made a terrible error trying to suplex Reigns. Instead of finding himself launched into a Samoan drop, fan favorite Sami Zayn entered at number 27, but please, number 28 was the one showering in fan adoration after eliminating Dominic. LA Knight, number 29, and Logan Paul, number 30, completed the entrance. Jay shockingly eliminated his friend Zayn with a super kick after missing his intended target, McIntyre. The Scotsman was soon eliminated by Priest, then in field of 9. Paul's athleticism rescued him big time. Knight bumped Paul off the apron, but the social media star leapt to the announcer's table. The domino effect soon occurred. Knight eliminated Priest, Styles eliminated Knight, and Paul eliminated Styles. The final 6 were Cena, Punk, Reigns, Rollins, Jay, and Paul. Succession of finishers followed, leading to an intense brawl between former Shield allies Reigns and Rollins. Punk took advantage of this bitterness between Rollins and Reigns by eliminating both. Paul quickly tossed a distracted Punk from the match. Punk, Rollins, and Reigns all continued brawling outside, and in a shocking twist, Rollins stomped Reigns on the steel steps. Only Cena, Jay, and Paul remained in the ring. Cena, at 47, showed off enduring strength by hosting both opponents on his shoulders by an attitude adjustment. Uso slipped off and cracked Paul with a superkick, presenting Cena with an opportunity to close Iron Paul out of the arena. Cena and Uso exchanged signature moves and near eliminations in a dramatic closing sequence. Ultimately, Uso dodged an attitude adjustment and shoved Cena to the floor. This is the best Rumble in recent memory. The in-ring action was terrific and the moments were big. It's a testament to how much star power the company has and how many subplots were developed in the lead up to the match. The result was a shock, and it could have happened to someone more deserving than Jay. These matches are difficult to execute and often drag on, so it deserved bonus points. Jey Uso wins the Men's Royal Rumble. Now onto Wrestlemania 41 predictions, and this is going to be short. So this is in no particular order. So I had Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. This might actually happen at Elimination Chamber with how things are setting up. Because people are saying it might actually be a triple threat at WrestleMania between Punk, Seth, and Roman. But I think Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre is going to happen at some point. But before the Royal Rumble happened, I originally had it for Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre because Drew McIntyre said that he wants to get through the entire bloodline of the OG bloodline and finally facing off against Roman Reigns to finally defeat him and put him out. Then I have Bianca Belair versus Naomi. I think, and this might include Jade Cargill at this point now. I'm not sure. Because right now, Bianca Belair and Naomi are the tag team champions. But someone took out Jade Cargill. And it was either Bianca Belair or Naomi. I feel like it might have actually just been Naomi that did it. Because Naomi's been wanting championship gold again. And she couldn't take it from her friends. So instead, take out Jade Cargill and an offer to work with Belair to automatically become the tag team champions without actually having to fight for it. So I think they're gonna find out that when Jade Cargill come back, that was Naomi that did it, and Bianca Belair is gonna face off against Naomi for revenge. I then had Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill. I think Jade Cargill might be an Elimination Chamber match. I think Jade Cargill might win it, so we can get Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill. Because I think it'll be a really cool match. Because they're both really strong, both showing off as strong people, strong wrestlers. So Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill will be a match made in heaven. And then I had Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. I assumed Charlotte Flair was either going to win Rumble or win this chamber. I also didn't know Charlotte has won a Royal Rumble before. So that's why I kind of assumed Charlotte Flair might win to get her first win. Now knowing this is actually her second win now, didn't know that. But Charlotte Flair always seems to come back and go straight for the main event or something. So I kind of knew that Charlotte Flair was going to get a title shot at WrestleMania. It was bound to happen. I then had Gunther versus John Cena. and hang in with me. Yes, I know Jey Uso won. I don't think Jey Uso is going to go after Gunther. But maybe he will. Maybe John Cena will go after Cody Rhodes. But I also think maybe Gunther will be going into WrestleMania. But what if Gunther loses at Elimination Chamber? That way, Jay can go after go into the current World Heavyweight Champion that goes into WrestleMania, and Gunther can say that you never actually beat me. You've lost every time you've gone against me. So just because you win and beat whoever beat Gunther, I get a fair title shot against you. Because you've never actually beaten me. You've lost every time. And that way we can get a Jay versus Gunther match. Again, after WrestleMania. For the title. And Jay could probably try to do something where he retains it. Or Jay has the title for a bit. Or Gunther goes, you know what? I'm going to go for King of the Ring. Become the king again. And then go against you again. Because I know you won't beat me. But I'll let you be able to parade around with your title. Just know that you've never beat me, and I will take it from you when I'm ready. I definitely think that could be a possibility. I had then after Cody Rhodes versus LA Knight. I thought LA Knight was going to win the Royal Rumble, okay? Because people kept saying LA Knight was the most hyped superstar last year, and that he should win the Rumble or something. It never happened. Now the most over is Jey Uso, and Jey actually won. So, but I had LA Knight. But I'll take Jey Uso. And so I had Cody Rhodes versus LA Knight, but now seeing we can get someone else that could beat Gunther at Elimination Chamber. Get that versus Jay. John Cena versus a heel Cody Rhodes. Because we still have Elimination Chamber. We don't know what's going to happen there. We could definitely see Cody decide to do some heel tactics. After everything he's been going through, everyone he's fought, he's cocky. He's defeated Kevin Owens every time. He took down Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, who's been dominating, he took him down. He's gonna be super cocky. He's gonna become heel lander. Cody Lander versus John Cena would be perfect sense. But we don't need to see. This would be his last WrestleMania. John Cena doesn't need to go for a title at WrestleMania. John Cena can become King of the Ring. John Cena could try to do King of the Ring. That actually makes more sense, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. John Cena gets to be in Elimination Chamber. He's costed the match. I would even love Logan Paul cost John Cena a match. Logan Paul versus John Cena, WrestleMania. John Cena wins. John Cena then decides to go through King of the Ring tournament. He gets to go to King of the Ring. He gets to wrestle in it. Another PLE he's in. He's now the winner. He gets a guaranteed main event at SummerSlam. Or no, well, not really a main event, but he gets a guaranteed title shot at SummerSlam then. You could also have it where he gets to the end, he loses in the final, he goes for the Money in the Bank case. Have him go for every single chance to go for a world title shot. That allows him in every single PLE without him having to basically have to beat everyone and be this unbeatable Super Cena. Because he doesn't need to be Super Cena. Give him some wins there, some losses there. Allow him to win on some normal shows, some normal TV times. Have him win non-title or title shots, and have him lose at the right before he can get his title shot. Have him lose there. Give him some feuds to go after on the PLEs that don't have anything for a title shot. Have him go have some nice feuds. Go against people that have been trying to stop him from winning because they don't want him to get the title. SummerSlam, he finally gets his shot. He gets the title. And now he has a whole bunch of people that want to go that title because they've been trying to cost him. And now he finally has it. They should get that title shot against him. I think that it would be way better than people having John Cena just win and have him win at WrestleMania, because that means he's gonna have to have the title and try to do something all year long. So I think the story of John Cena trying to get his 17th is a better story than just giving it to him at WrestleMania, Have him try to earn it. Go through every single chance for a title shot he could get so he can get his 17th. Because that's what he wants. But make him earn it. Make him work for it. Make him go for it. Just because he came back doesn't mean he should just instantly get a WrestleMania main event or a title shot. He should be going through the different ways to earn it. To show that he is just like everyone else. He's going to earn his way to a title match. So I think he shouldn't win Elimination Chamber. CM Punk should. I think CM Punk should actually win it. Give CM Punk his WrestleMania match for a title. Allow CM Punk to possibly win a title. There's a lot there. Just saying. And then I had cut Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. But as you heard, Sami Zayn has actually helped Kevin Owens try to win. So, probably not going to happen. So right now, half these matches might not actually happen anymore. Because things got changed up. But I would love to see a Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens team up. Especially if Cody Rhodes actually loses a title before WrestleMania. So then Cody Rhodes can go against Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Like a tag team. But there's a bunch of different things you can go there. You guys could put in the comments what matches you think might be happening at WrestleMania 41. But these are the matches that I had. And just because I'm reading this now doesn't mean I got this from Safety Zap. I actually wrote this stuff down before Safety Zap made this video. And then I realized that maybe I should wait and just put this on the podcast instead of its own separate video. It's originally going to be its own separate video. I wanted to actually do it before Royal Rumble, but I kind of saw that Sadie Zap then released his, and then I realized that maybe it might just be better to wait. So, thank you guys for watching this. If you guys want to see more, or see the video version, go to the Range Go podcast on YouTube, or if you're watching on video and want to watch audio, it's on iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Acast. So, thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.